What is good, everybody? My name is Polo. Hope you're doing well. And today I am once again reacting to some music that many of you might have grown up listening to and heard your entire life, but it'll be completely new to me, all right? And this one comes by way of Genie with the 10 coffees via the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Now, if you follow my channel, you know that, yes, I do have supporters that send in requests, but it doesn't affect my opinion or how I feel about the music. I'm going to give you my honest opinion regardless if I love it, if I think it sucks, or if I think it's mid, etc. All right. So, Jeannie, I'm going to read your message here, okay? It states, I enjoy watching you react to music. I love to see you react to, yes, Heart of the Sunrise if you haven't already. This music was formative in my youth. There's so much music that I would love to recommend to you, but this would be my start. Thank you for your honest and sincere feedback on music. It's a joy to watch. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos and support me. I truly appreciate that. You know, speaking of that, I got recognized for the first time today since I've been doing YouTube, all right? And it was while I was grocery shopping. Cool guy, Rush fan. And, I never thought I'd ever get recognized for doing my videos. Even though my main channel, I was looking at the analytics, has 96 million views total from the channel. And this channel has 15 million views, so I guess it was bound to happen. And I'm the type of person that can stop and talk to anyone about anything. So I guess that was cool. I'm not a person that's chasing any sort of popularity or fame, but, I do welcome people. If you ever see me out in public, you can say hi type of thing, even though I live in like a relatively small community that's like 98% not me, in terms of the people that I see on a daily basis. So I stick out a little bit like a sore thumb, so it was bound to happen. But it was a really cool guy. He sat and talked for about a good 15, 20 minutes and talked about his interest in things of that nature. But cool guy. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Today we are checking out, yes, Heart of the Sunrise. All right. Before we get started, if you like this type of content, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. The engagement, the likes, the comments, and even the shares tells me that you want me to put out more content like this, and it helps the channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. If you want to support the show further than that, like my friend Jeannie here, you can buy a coffee, PayPal, Venmo, join the Patreon where you can catch content that doesn't make my YouTube channel, and also join the Discord and hit me up directly. I always respond to people who subscribe to my Patreon and join my Discord, okay? Now, it's just me. I don't have a staff, so you always have to be patient with it a little bit, but eventually I'll get back to you. That's enough. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the reaction here. Give me a second. All right, so this is, yes, it's been pretty damn good in terms of their catalog from what I've checked out so far, so let's get it going. Oh, let's start that again. Forgive me. This is all wrong here. I'm just jumping right into it. All right, let's do that again. Ugh. Tell you what stands out in the first minute is definitely the drum showcase. Of course, that low end theme that's playing over and over again is very catchy. It's a beautiful theme for the record. But the drums in the beginning of this are phenomenal from my ears. I got the guitar coming in. Okay, so far I don't know how I feel about the record. I'm still processing it as it plays. There are definitely some parts in this that I think are really great, really high energy, and a technical song in terms of the skill, and a long build up to. I'm pretty sure that this will eventually have some vocals to it. I think I didn't pre-listen to it. All right. One thing I do enjoy is that I have the attention span to enjoy something like this. You know, a lot of the music today, especially that caters to the new generation and even my generation, is music that has shortened down to 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so. And as we can see in this song, that we're 3 minutes and 37 seconds in, and they're still building the foundation of the song. It's a beautiful thing. Another thing I like, and of course I don't know how to describe a lot of the things I'm hearing, but I love how it's not just the drums that are fast paced with these quick rhythms, these triplets or whatever they call the drumming pattern when they're doing it really quick, that the also the guitar is keeping up with that same percussion, that same pacing. You know, there's multiple instruments keeping up with that fast rhythm, which amplifies it to a degree. It's a cool down here, really beautiful.
Love comes to you and you follow. Lose one onto the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance. How can the wind with its arms around me? Lost on a wing, then after, dream on to the heart of the sunrise.
Okay, oddly enough, that is the first set of chills that I got was from the vocals. The music feels really good. It's been beautiful so far. But the vocals for this are amazing.
On to the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance. How can the wind with its arms around me?
Reminds me a little bit, just a tad bit of Sade when singing in this key. Of course, it changes a little bit. Sade, one of my favorite singers.
Lost on a wing, then after, dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance. How can the wind with so many around me?
Okay, the bass is at the forefront here.
Lost in the city.
Another change up. So it's going, Yes is going to give you a song full of peaks and valleys and avenues and take you on a route that you won't be able to predict. And that's what I get whenever I'm reviewing a Yes record.
Lost in your eyes as you hurry by, counting the broken ties they decide. Love comes to you, and then after, dream on to the heart of the sunrise. You're lost on the way.
Ooh.
That you're dreaming, dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance.
Man.
How can the wind with its arms all around me? Sharp distance. How can the wind with so many around me? I feel lost in the city.
It's beautiful. I'm not not a big fan of the keyboard, the organ in the middle. I think the song is beautiful without it, but that's just my take from the Peanut Gallery. It doesn't take away from this is their creativity, their art, but that's if I'm give you guys just my thoughts as I'm listening on the first listen. If I can process half of this. That's the only part I just feel like in my brain doesn't match. I think that it's better without it. At least in this section of the song.
The wind with so many around me. I feel lost in the city.
Oh my gosh, the vocals.
Lost in their eyes as you hurry by, counting the broken ties they decided.
It's nice right here. They come back to this part here, which I love. I love this little section here. Not this part. This part. It's like an action movie. Sometimes I think guests go like, we're going to play every instrument we have in the studio and put it in a song.
Straight light moving and removing sharpness of the color sunshine. Straight light searching all the meanings of the song. Long last treatment of the telling that relates to all the words song. Dreamer easy in the chair that really fits you.
We got the piano on this now. There's the theme again.
Love comes to you, and then after, dream on out to the heart of the sunrise. Sharp distance. How can the wind with its arms all around me?
All right, you got to give it to him. Shark, distance. You know, we don't know the lyrics. We make it up. Or maybe saying short. That's the end. Okay. All right. So, how do I feel about the song? Okay. If I had to rate it on a scale of how much I like it for my taste, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. This is not grading how great their talent is. You know, yes, it's going to show you. They kind of like show off their ability to play these instruments in a record, you know, really quick and technical and in a masterful way. But does that mean that it makes the song flow in a way that appeals to my palate? Not necessarily. And 5 being average, 6.5 would be good, meaning that I would play this again, and I do enjoy it. And I also want to say this because some of us forget this. We forget that we used to discover songs on the radio, and you know, that's a pretty good song, or you might not have liked it, and then after like the third or fourth time, it sort of clicks for you, and then you might love it. Like I would buy albums and songs that I didn't even like when I first heard the album. By like month 3, it becomes like my favorite song when you understand the song more. You know, just to give some context in terms of it, but sometimes I think that songs can do a little bit too much, you know, because there's certain parts of the song that I just thought were so breathtaking and beautiful, and there's other parts that feels like they're showing off their ability to play these instruments. But that's just in my take on it, you know. But overall, you know, in terms of skill, of course, I'm not going to grade that. Who am I to talk about it? But it definitely sounds amazing, and I didn't get bored with it. You know, very dramatic record. You know, vocals were phenomenal. Love the bass line, and you know, there's certain parts where the song is like, oh, I wish it would just stay like this forever, and then it'll switch. And I guess that's the risk that you take when you have a song that kind of switches its energy every 30 seconds or so, you know, and whatnot. You know, you take big risks. So did I love everything about this song? No, I didn't love everything about the song, but did I love most things about the record? Yes. No pun intended, right? You know, so shout out to the supporter that sent in the request for this one, as I have reacted to Yes before. Would this be my favorite Yes record? This would not be, but that's just on the first listen. You know, should I ever revisit this again? You know, but I will say, if I had to pick my favorite thing about this song, whew, it would be a tough boxing match between the vocals and the drums. The drums on this were beautiful, beautiful. And the vocals, like, sent chills through my spine at times, you know. But if you're a Yes fan, I'm curious to know, is this a song that you still listen to? All right. Or are there other Yes songs you would have picked? And how has the song held up over the years? You know, also if you know what it's about, or at least what it means to you, you can also, I do read the comments. I don't, you know, have the chance to respond to every comment that comes out, but I read them at least for the first 24 hours. Okay. Then it usually takes me a long time. I don't like to watch my videos over and over again. I cringe. All right. You know, but I'll come to the video and read some of the comments, and 99% of you guys are really, really nice. So I appreciate that. But yeah, you know, are you a Yes fan? Is this one of your bands? and where should I go next? Curious to know. And once again, shout out to all the Buy Me a Coffee supporters. I try to pick songs that I think my audience would enjoy seeing me react to. And also if your song is actually a good song. All right, because anyone can request a song, but that doesn't mean that most people will enjoy seeing a reaction to it. You know, if your song is extremely niche, I suggest you go on the Patreon, and then I'll react to your song there. Join the high tier to sponsor the video, and I'll give you my opinion, good, bad, or indifferent, of what I think of the song when it's extremely niche. All right, that's what I got for you guys today, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and hope you guys have a great 2026 if you're watching this in 2026. Okay. You know, make it a better year than last year. A lot of people did not have a great 2025. You know, like I didn't accomplish a lot of my goals that I set for myself in 2025. I wanted a certain number of miles on my bike, but where I live, it's always so damn windy. All right, it's just makes me want to move, and I don't like riding when it's super windy out. But that's neither here nor there. All right. Peace. Love you guys.